wants to look like a Playboy bunny. But then again, so do they. Right now, we're going to find out what our guests think about all this. Please welcome the always unpredictable ZaZa Gabor and comedian Rosie O'Donnell. Help me welcome. Well, thank you, darling.
Beautiful, you look.
You look wonderful.
I didn't bring my pen.
I'm sorry.
Is that all right? Yeah.
ZaZa, of course, you're in the pink chair. Ooh, well, gee, who is this little guy first?
Macho Man.
Macho Man? Do you bite?
Of course he does not bite.
Hello?
Does he hit cops? Yes!
Let's get you a big picture on the television.
He was a famous movie star. It was all over in Paris, London, every place he was on television.
Well, good.
He's more famous than me.
Anyway, ZaZa, we're talking about weight and stuff. Should everybody be skinny?
Not at all. Some men like fat girls, thin girls. You should be like you want to be, but you should look always well-groomed.
Okay. Is that the key, Rosie, that you should always
look well-groomed? I think that is the key to life.
That's where you go.
ZaZa helped me before. She fixed my collar, and she
you screwed it up again.
Thank you. I screwed it up again.
I fixed the sleeve. You see, when the sleeves are short, you look much younger, much thinner.
She said, darling, you look horrible. Let me fix your tie. I fixed your thing. I fixed your thing. I fixed your thing. I thought I was ready when I showed up.
I didn't say she looked horrible.
And I didn't have a red carnation, right?
She needs a little red touch here.
You know, I couldn't believe I left the house without it.
No, it's not.
I think that you should be a weight that you feel comfortable at, you know? Because my whole life I go up and down. When I get over 150, I go on a diet. Because when you're over 150, you go to the doctor and you get weighed in. He's got to put that bottom big one on the third thing. I hate that. I don't care if I'm 149. If I'm on the second thing, I'm pretty much high-fiving the nurses on the way out of the office.
I would have loved to stop at the 150 point.
Yeah, well, you're taller.
Stop it a moment.
What? I'm sorry.
Every doctor in the world says it's very unhealthy to be heavy, though.
Right.
For your heart, for your cholesterol. It's bad for you to be. I also just lost 12 pounds in Switzerland, and believe me, it cost me plenty. But, I mean, it's stupid to get too fat.
How much did it cost, Jacques?
It cost about $15,000.
15,000? That's like $1,200 a pound, ZaZa.
It wasn't only a pound. It was also stress. I wanted to get rid of that 6'4" policeman in my mind.
Remember him?
How much weight did you gain in the 6'4" policeman saga?
I gained at least 15 pounds to 20 pounds.
So stress makes you gain
makes
weight?
you eat, not gain it. It makes you stuff yourself because you're upset. You don't give a damn.
Oh,
well, what did you eat?
I eat when I'm happy. I eat when I'm sad. I eat because it's Tuesday.
Yeah? Now, Marsha.
My problem is I eat whenever anybody else eats.
This is an ideal meal for me, ZaZa. It's Twinkies. You know what they are?
No.
I'll show you after the show. It's ring dings, a little Haagen-Dazs perhaps, and then a Diet Coke to round off the whole.
You gotta have Twinkies, 2 Twinkies.
Mush 'em.
And a piece of bologna.
I've done that.
You see, you make you a Twinkie sandwich.
I love it.
Don't knock it till you tried it, buddy.
I like
very good stuff.
Black bread with lots of butter and salami and green pepper.
Butter and salami and black.
But that's Hungarian. That's what I love.
Hungarian?
Oh.
But this is a very fattening thing.
I know.
Only like
I don't
when
eat
you're
it.
stressed, though?
No, I don't eat it now because I paid so much for taking 15 pounds of my ass, but to the expression. So now I am not there to eat salami. Who can afford that much to take?
I've been on every diet they have, Marsha. I've been on every diet.
No, but if you have to learn, kids, how to eat, not diet. Diet up and down. You have to learn what you're allowed to eat. I eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner now.
That's a good idea. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I got to try this.
If I ate breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I'd weigh 9,000 pounds in a week.
No. If you go to Switzerland or if you learn...
Well, now, wait a minute. Why I got to go to Switzerland to have breakfast? Of course I'm going to lose weight if I only eat in Switzerland.
Well, if you run there, you'll take off a lot.
Yeah, well, you know, you got that 15-hour flight.
You guys
do aerobics in the back.
You want to be crazy.
Does it ever stop?
For me, it doesn't.
Does it ever stop? Do you ever get to the point where, okay...
Now, look at me. I just took off his look at me. I was really heavy.
Well, look at all of us. Come on, George. I say, you need to grab on to something.
No, I got a couple of those.
Why is it okay for a man to be just a big football player, boxer, 200-pound heavyweight, and that makes him quite...
I'm in love already.
So who's the most exciting man you've ever met?
Yeah,
The most exciting man I ever met. I met Mel Gibson once, and I couldn't really speak. I couldn't speak. Yeah, he walked into the dressing room at VH1. He walked in, and I was like, I don't know what I even said.
You know who was like that was Elvis Presley. I played in Las Vegas, and he played opposite me, and he sent a message he would like to meet me, and I said that Elvis, he looks like some shoe-wicks on the head. So I...
Some shoe-wicks, I agree with you.
No. So I went with my secretary, and there he sort of, oh my God, we fainted both. That was the most exciting sex.
He said, ZaZa.
No,
How you doing,
I can't get my lip down, huh?
He was very
I
polite.
have a future. I figure you're going to be very big in the future. You're going to hit some
Is that
policemen and get a lot of press.
Don't talk to the police.
All right, we won't
Okay,
play
we won't
that.
The police department, the press, and the policeman.
I'm telling you, nobody pulls me over, ZaZa.
Right around.
You pull me over, that's it.
I wasn't.
Look, if I'm speeding, I'm on my way to lunch.
He didn't.
High five. ZaZa have a high five. Can you give me a high five?
I don't know what that
Did
means.
you have a high five in your life?
but I
All
can
right,
do
try
it.
it. That was not that good.
Yeah, right.
Try it again. Here we go.
You know, what makes a man attractive?
A man attracts. First of all, he has to be a son of a gun. I love him. He has to be big and strong, and he has to be very serious, because I am so crazy like you two.
Yeah.
And if a man is not serious, then it's but. No, not to me. To you?
Well,
No.
it seems to me like that cop was a perfect date then.
Yeah.
He was gorgeous. I said, you son of a gun, why do you do that to me? You're so handsome. And what he said to me, I can't repeat even on your show.
And we'll talk some more about people who are famous now and how big their behinds have gotten. And that's That was two good points.
ZaZa, we're working here. We got a show to do. Come on
Yeah,
up.
that's
Come
right.
on. I'll help you. Come on, here we
See?
go. Ho,
See what happens when you get a macho man? They run away from you. They leave you. They take your ball. Come on.
He loves to play ball.
You
So,
were good at that.
Now, we were talking about weight and all kind of stuff a minute ago.
Good.
And boy, we touched on the fact that the reason why you need to lose weight is because people's first impressions count. Should they count as much as they do? Do you think
I
first
didn't
impressions?
listen to you. What
Think-
You didn't listen to me?
Do first impressions count?
It's very important.
Thank you.
First impression is when you go in the office and want a job. If you look nice and clean cut and well put together, and your head also put together, then you get the job.
Do you judge people on their first impression? Would you?
I don't judge them and make a statement like, oh, that person's heavy or that person's this. But for who I'm attracted to, I'm attracted to, everyone's attracted to, like, Mel Gibson. You have a choice between Mel Gibson and Danny DeVito,
I don't know. I don't know which one is Mel Gibson.
You don't know Mel Gibson? Where have you
You
been,
don't think
ZaZa?
Mel Gibson's attractive?
Where have you been in
I
court?
like Clint Eastwood. I was in court, but
know.
I love Clint Eastwood. I tell it to him on television for the last 5 years.
Eastwood, you love
Oh,
him?
I think he's gorgeous.
ZaZa, but at first impressions we were talking about, and now the first thing I saw when you came out was a dog.
Well, that's my first impression.
Does that alter your image any at all?
I don't give a damn, but I love animals more than people, so don't forget it.
Okay.
The second impression also counts until you're married. Second, third,
You're too
fourth.
young to know so
how
much.
old are you,
You're
12?
too young.
Talk about marriage.
I think what they're saying is you're going to have to get your braces off before you get married. But I think you have a right to make a point.
Yes,
you
you
think
do.
that what? That people, every impression counts.
The only
Can you
impression
say
Sounds like algebra.
it's about your mother. When she sees you first, she knows you already.
Oh.
But everybody else you can.
ZaZa, why are you talking about this little boy's mother?
I think it's definitely first impression. Men, they're looking for the bikinis. And if you can't even fit into a bikini, you're not going to have a chance. to
But
show
aren't you
yourself.
looking for a real good-looking guy in a pair of Speedo briefs? Yes, you
Not
are.
Speedo's wrong brand.
Yes, you are, girlfriend.
All right.
What's a Speedo brief?
Let's hear about it.
Well, I'd say first impressions don't count. I mean, I'm not exactly stereotype pretty or girly,
it depends on what you are. If you judge people by what they look like, who are you to judge, you know?
Yeah,
it's what matters
judge
inside.
people of what you are immediately when you see them.
No, but if they're open, they will be open to you and they will listen to you and they will get to know you.
Yeah,
Where
that
are
would
you
be
from?
wonderful.
I'm
you
from
know,
London.
in
You're from
theory.
London.
Why are all the magazine covers gorgeous women? Because they are well put together by 3 or 4 or 5 people, but
Yeah,
they're put
by all the
together.
It's all hands somewhere over here. But wait a minute, before we get into this, doesn't it bother anybody that we are judging people on their outward appearance? Isn't that bothering anybody?
Well, we do that. We can't help.
Huh?
You do, that's just a natural thing. People do that when you see someone, when you see a beautiful painting or, you know, anything. You go to someone's house, it's dirty. You know, you make a judgment. And I think the more you respect yourself, the more you take care of yourself, the more it shows. But I'm a slob. I go out in dirty sweatpants and T-shirts and never wash my hair in real life. So I guess
Everybody lean this way. What do you say?
I just think that people have to put a little bit more into what they radiate when you meet someone.
Yes.
First
Yeah, but
impression.
radiate is not enough. It takes time to find out your inside, how wonderful you are.
But I think if you
let's speak about first impression. If you make your best, but you can for first impression, then you can prove what a wonderful person you are if they give you time. But if you don't look good, they don't get even a chance to prove yourself. Believe me.
that's a good point, Jaja.
That is a real point.
Okay.
Now, if you're walking down the street and you're walking
I was
down the
just
street
about to.
with like a scowl on your face and stuff, people are going to look at you and say, oh boy, this guy is really crabby. But if you have a smile and you radiate the smile and a friendly person,
Sure.
I think people see that. And, you know,
You're
I
right.
don't care if you're in sweat or you're in some great,
But
you
if
know...
the sweats are clean, if the sweats
Exactly.
smell,
Yeah, that's
then
true.
it's not so good.
You have to have well-groomed sweats or it doesn't matter what's inside. It's like the Josh
That brings
that's
me
like
up now
saying
to-
that you should judge me on my underwear because
Now
it's really
that brings
clean
me
and
up to me now.
Look, Jaja has a T-shirt,
I will
Marsha.
be-
Speaking of underwear.
I am working against the pollution right now, my darling.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's high time, because if you don't have some pollution, then we're also not going to be so dirty as we are sometimes.
Okay.
This is for you, my love. I measured your boobs. I think that's perfect.
Well, we'll be right back, so maybe I can make a real nice first impression with this properly fitted boob-sized shirt. Well, thank you very much. All right. Well, we've learned here just in the past few minutes that we all have the same boob size.
Thank God.
And that's okay. It's okay to be just however you are. We'll be back tomorrow with some more fun people and talk about some more fun stuff. Bye-bye.
Bye, bud.